Hi, Dynamic Point. Welcome to the Gropix channel. In this video, I will show you how to set up GA4 e-commerce tracking in any website. I mean, WordPress site, Google, Shopify site, and any custom-made site. You already know the GA4 Google Analytics 4 actually updated their schema. I mean, previously it was enhanced e-commerce schema, and right now it's actually updated version is GA4 schema. So according to developer guide, if you have a custom site, according to developer guide, you have to implement or enable the GA4 schema into onto your website. And but if you have Shopify, you know how to enable data layer in the Shopify website. In our previous video, we already showed that. And as well as you also know, this is the WordPress site. We can easily enable GA4 schema using a plugin. Okay, so just go to the plugin section, install plugin, and click here. Go to the plugin section, and Google Tag Manager for WordPress. This is very powerful plugin to for the digital marketer. I mean, who actually want to track advanced level. So go to the settings section. Okay, after installing them and integrated with the WordPress website, installing them, go to the integration section and the WooCommerce, then tick mark this one and save it. You will get the GA4 schema. Okay, they actually kept universal, I mean, enhanced e-commerce as well as GA4 schema. Okay, just save it. And this is the schema. This is the schema actually. So by this way, the plugin automatically enable it. Okay. And I already prepared a documentation how to set up e-commerce tracking in the any site. So, and in the previous video, you already know how to integrate GTM with any website. And in this GTM, we already configured, in the GA4 actually two tag, GA4 configuration tag as well as GA4 event tag. And GA4 configuration tag is very simple to integrate with the website through Tag Manager. Through Tag Manager, we already integrate GA4 here, just GA4 measurement ID. I have set up with the all pages. And if we go to the analytics section, and we will implement GA4 in that website, already. This is the live site. Okay. So I already implemented here. Okay. Now I will set up how to track e-commerce actually in the GA4 site. Okay, using GA4 schema. Okay, so first of all, according to datasheet, first of all, one thing we can do, just go to the preview mode. Okay, preview mode is coming, and connect debugging mode. Yeah, and comes here. Debugger mode is connected. No, not connected. It is connecting. Just loading is done and it's connected. Already GA4 configuration tag expired. Now, if we go to the any product page like that. If we go to the product page, that means it's a view item or view any individual product page. Then if we do that, add to cart, go to that to cart. It's actually coming. Now, view item. Okay, view item is loaded. Now, if we click the add to cart. Yeah, and click the view cart. It's coming actually. Yeah. View cart is came. Then if we go to the proceed checkout, and checkout event, yeah, begin checkout event is comes. And if we purchase that product, purchase event will be fired. Add payment info fired already. Yeah, purchase event already fired. Okay. So this is the GA4 schema. Now we have to configure. If we go to the any brand, click here. If I select any add to cart, if we did add to cart, yeah, add to cart event also fired. Okay, so you see this is the data layer actually. Using Google Tag Manager, we will configure that data and pass to the GA4 account. Okay, so we will configure in the GTM, and according to configured data, GTM will pass the data to GA4. That's the thing. So how we'll do that? Just if we want to product view or item views detail, we have to create a data layer variable. First of all, we have to create a trigger. Okay. So basically, it's a view item event. So I have to create a view item copy. Just we have to create a trigger. Now, GA for view item trigger, and select the custom event and paste it the view item event. It will naming will be the same, and go to the data layer section. Data layer name is DLVGA4. Just you have to copy and paste, nothing else. Copy here and data layer variable. Just e-commerce.item. How will get that e-commerce.item? Basically, this is the view item. We want to take item info. I mean product views info, individual product view. What is that? Items. So this is actually under the e-commerce object. Under e-commerce order, if we want to take that, e-commerce is the object. So e-commerce dot e-commerce dot items. That's the thing. Okay. So I am just okay. Now, if we want to take a tag, just go to the GA4 view item tag. Now go to the Google Analytics 4 event. Select the configuration tag which is already implemented. Event name is view item. You have to copy like this way because Google according to Google guideline, if you want to track view item, you have to use the naming will be the same view item. Okay, so I'm put here, and event parameter will be this name is actually items. This is the parameter name items. Parameter name is items. Okay, I'm putting here items and go to the data layer variable. DLV data layer variable GA4 e-commerce site. Okay, here actually it would be the fired GA4 view item. That's it. Okay, so this actually done. Now add to cart event. Okay, so if we go to the add to cart event, this is the add to cart event. Event is add to cart. Okay, click the event. We will create a trigger. Trigger name is GA4 add to cart trigger. Just go to the custom event, select custom event and put here. Save. Trigger is done. Now we have to create what's actually that name value item same for the view item and for the view item and add to cart. Our event parameter is the same. Why is the same? Because what actually is that? Because under the e-commerce object, so e-commerce dot item parameter is the same for view item and individual product item is the same. So we can easily use that. So now go to the tag section. Go to the tag section and GA4 add to cart tag. Now click the GA4 event, configuration tag. Event name would be the same as like that. How? If you check the add to cart, yeah, this is the add to cart. So event would be the add to cart like that, and naming will be the same. So okay, and event parameter would be like items and data layer variable DLV commerce item. Okay, so of course it would be the same items. We can check from here. Parameter is items. Okay, we can, as well as we can pass the value, currency, etc. using the data layer variable. We can also do that. How? I will show you. So trigger will be the GA4 add to cart, and we can also pass currency. So I will show that how to do that. Now I'm going to the checkout section. So this is the begin checkout event. So creating, I'm creating first the trigger. DLV, sorry, GA4 checkout trigger. Okay. Now I'm clicking custom event and like that. Save. So our event is done. Now what I have to do for the checkout, we have to use same variable. Same variable. Why same variable? Because under the e-commerce item is also there. So individual product checkout event. So here can be in the checkout event, here can have 2, 3 or 4 products. So no problem. We are actually taking e-commerce.items. That means we are taking actually all the product and the items. Okay, just reopen. Okay, so I'm taking tag. GA4 is very easy to configure. GA4 check out tag. Okay, click on that. Check the tag GA4 event all config. Event name is begin checkout. Might be begin checkout. Yeah, begin checkout. Okay, just take this and put here. Event parameter would be items and DLB e-commerce item. Okay, and trigger will be the GA4 e-commerce trigger. Okay, done. Okay, so now we will create the purchase event. So how? Just go to the trigger section and purchase means this is the purchase event. Okay, so event actually fired purchase. Just select the GA4 purchase trigger. Okay, so how will we configure that? We will use the custom event and select the purchase. So when actually purchase event triggered, when purchase event happened. Okay, now we have to create few configuration like transaction. We have to take transaction ID, affiliation, value, tag, shipping info, coupon, like that. So how we can do that? Just under the e-commerce.transaction ID, affiliation, value. Just if you use that, it's very easy. DLV e-commerce item, e-commerce.item we already configured. Now we have to configure transaction ID. How we can do that? Just go to the variable, select name is DLV e-commerce ID. How will we comes that? Just e-commerce dot transaction ID. Yeah, e-commerce dot transaction under the e-commerce object. Okay, so by this way we can do that, and we have to create affiliation. If you have affiliation in your buyer's website, so go to the affiliate section, data layer variable. Did he affiliate? Yes, affiliation. So e-commerce dot affiliation. Just we can copy that. E-commerce dot affiliation. Fantastic. Affiliation. It would be actually naming would be the same. So I can say once affiliation, otherwise it won't be work. E-commerce dot affiliation. Oh yeah. Now uh, total order value. Order value is this one. So order value, I mean DLV commerce value. Create here DLV commerce value. Okay. Now you can put it e-commerce dot value. Okay. So it's okay. Now we have to tags. We have to configure tags. How we can do that? Just select here tags, data layer variable. Just copy it. It's very simple and easy to configure that. Okay, now I have to configure shipping and coupon. How you can do that? Just click that. If you actually you have to do just copy and paste job. If you understand better how data layer actually works. So okay, done. Now we have to take the coupon. If you have any coupon, like in the e-commerce industry, coupon is very popular for the promotion actually. So coupon data layer variable. As well as we have to select the currency as well. So how we can do that? Currency. Okay, now just select it, data layer variable and currency. How we can do that? Currency, this is the currency. So under the e-commerce dot currency, no problem. E-commerce dot currency. Just you have to take it same naming currency. If you use the C actually capital letter, it won't be work. Okay. So my configuration is done. It has variable. This name is this actually would be the currency. You cannot use same naming. So it will be the currency. Okay. Now we'll select a tag. We'll create the tag. Now go to the tag section, GA4 purchase, GA4 purchase tag. Okay. How? Just select the e-commerce event, select the configuration tag, and event name is purchase, right? Event name is purchase. We have to use like that way. Naming would be the same. So event parameter would be, what's the event parameter? Like items. Items means DLV, GA4. DLV e-commerce items. Okay. Now transaction ID we have to use same way. I mean naming will be the same. Transaction ID. So how I can the transaction ID? Transaction DLV no GA4 transaction ID. Now we have to use affiliation. We have to use like that way. Affiliation. That's why I'm copy paste. I'm doing copy paste. Affiliation. Now value. Sorry. Value. Product e-commerce value. Now tax. Just I'm select here tags and tags. Okay. Now shipping info. Just we'll see all the information in the Google Analytics source after few times. So shipping info, shipping. Now we have to use currency. Currency. It's actually currency. Currency. Fantastic. Now we will use a coupon. Would be the same naming. Coupon actually we got coupon. Okay. Where is the so when actually it will be triggered when purchase event happened. Okay. So this is the actually e-commerce tracking in the this is actually advanced level job, you know. So this is the e-commerce tracking in the using GA4 schema. So lots of guys we have that way, and you can do anything like if you want to track checkout, purchase, as well as refund, you can check refund. You can if anyone cart from remove, you can also. So how many people remove from cart, you can track also. So how we can do that? Just you already cut this product. If we cut that product from cart event, yeah, remove cart event actually fired. So we can also configure that. So basically it's the same way we can do that. How? Just we have to create a, so you will get a report how many people actually added the product into the cart and removed to the cart. So how you can do that? Just I'm creating a tag. Name is GA4 remove from cart trigger. Very simple. Just select the custom event and name is remove from the cart. Okay. So now we can use, might be the same way. Yeah. Yeah, same way. So we can create a trigger. Sorry, we can create now I'm going to create a tag. Just go to the tag section, create new tag, GA4 remove from cart tag. Okay. GA4 event tag, configure GA4 tag. Tag name is remove from cart. We have to use like that. No way. And items, which item actually remove? DLV e-commerce item. DLV e-commerce item, right? And go to the trigger section. Remove from tag trigger. So that's it. So this is how actually we can track the e-commerce tracking in the using GA4 schema. Okay, so this is very advanced job. If you did not yet subscribe our channel, please subscribe the channel. Thank you, everyone. If you want to contact with me, you can use in the description box. I will share my WhatsApp number. Thank you, everyone.